Once upon a time, when the Gautama Buddha was staying in the bamboo grove near Rajagaha, there lived a proud Brahmin named Akkosa Bharadvaja. He was a man of high standing in society, respected for his lineage and learning. One day, this Brahmin heard disturbing news that made his blood boil with rage. Someone from his own noble Bharadvaja clan had abandoned the family tradition and become a humble monk under the Buddha's guidance. How dare he bring such shame upon our family name? The Brahmin thought to himself. His anger grew like a fire fed by dry wood. Unable to contain his fury, Akkosa Bharadvaja stormed through the streets of Rajagaha until he reached the peaceful grove where the Buddha sat in meditation. Without any greeting or show of respect, the Brahmin began hurling the most terrible insults at the enlightened one. His words were like poisoned arrows, sharp and meant to wound. He called the Buddha names, questioned his character, and mocked his teachings. The other monks present were shocked by such disrespect. But the Buddha remained as calm as a deep lake on a windless day. His face showed neither anger nor hurt. He simply sat there, serene and unmoved, as if the harsh words were nothing but a gentle breeze passing by. When Akkosa Bharadvaja finally exhausted his store of angry words, he stood there panting, waiting for the Buddha to respond in kind. But instead, the Buddha looked at him with compassionate eyes and spoke in a gentle voice. "Tell me, Brahman, do you ever receive visitors at your home? Friends or relatives who come to see you?" Confused by this unexpected question, the Brahman replied, "Yes, Master Gautama, of course I receive guests. And when these guests visit you," the Buddha continued, "do you offer them food and drink? Do you prepare meals for them?" "Certainly," said Akkosa, still puzzled. "It is our duty to offer hospitality to our guests." The Buddha then asked, "But tell me, if your guests refuse to accept the food you offer, if they say, 'No thank you, we are not hungry,' to whom does that food belong?" The Brahmin thought for a moment and answered, "Why, if they don't accept it, then naturally it still belongs to me." A gentle smile appeared on the Buddha's face as he said, "In exactly the same way, Brahmin, you have come here today bringing me a gift of anger and abuse. But I do not accept your gift. I have no use for such offerings. Therefore, dear Brahmin, your anger remains with you. It is still yours to keep." The Buddha continued, "When someone offers anger and receives anger in return, it is like two people sitting down to share a meal together. Both partake in the feast of fury. But I choose not to dine with you at this table of rage. The meal you have prepared remains untouched by me." Akkosa Bharadvaja stood there, stunned. No one had ever responded to his anger in this way before. The Buddha then spoke these profound words. "How can anger arise in one who harbors no anger? How can hatred touch one whose heart is filled with love? When you respond to anger with anger, you only make things worse for yourself. But when you meet rage with peace, you win the most difficult battle of all." The Buddha looked deeply into the Brahmin's eyes and said, "When you see that another person is consumed by anger, if you remain mindful and calm, you act for the welfare of both, yourself and the angry one. You heal two wounds with the medicine of patience. Those who don't understand this wisdom may call you weak or foolish. But in truth, you have found the path to real strength." As these words sank into his heart, Akkosa Bharadvaja felt as if a dark cloud had suddenly lifted from his mind. The burning anger that had consumed him moments before now seemed like a terrible burden he had been carrying needlessly. Tears of understanding filled his eyes. The proud Brahmin fell to his knees before the Buddha and said, "O Blessed One, forgive my ignorance. I came here like a blind man trying to put out the sun with his breath. You have shown me that my anger was my own prison and only I held the key to free myself. Your wisdom is like a lamp that lights up the darkness. I see now that responding to hatred with love is the mark of true nobility. Please, Master, Akkosa continued with folded hands, accept me as your student. I wish to learn this path of peace that you teach, the Buddha replied with compassion. Rise, Brahmin. The door to the Dhamma is open to all who seek it with sincere hearts. You have already taken the first step by recognizing that anger is a fire that burns the one who carries it most of all. From that day forward, Akkosa Bharadwaja became a devoted follower of the Buddha. He not only took refuge in the Triple Gem, but requested to be ordained as a monk. Through diligent practice and meditation, letting go of his pride and anger completely, he eventually attained the state of an arahant, one who has conquered all inner enemies and found perfect peace. The other monks who witnessed this transformation were amazed. They asked the Buddha, Lord, how is it that you remain so calm when faced with such abuse? The Buddha replied, Dear ones, when you truly understand that all beings suffer when consumed by anger, compassion naturally arises. The Brahmin who came here was not my enemy. He was a prisoner of his own rage. By not accepting his gift of anger, I gave him the opportunity to take it back and examine it. In that examination, he found freedom. This beautiful story from the Buddha's life teaches us several profound principles for dealing with anger in our daily lives. 1. Non-acceptance of abuse. Just as we can choose whether to accept a gift someone offers us, we can choose whether to accept harsh words and anger directed at us. The Buddha showed us that when we don't accept abuse, it remains with the person who offered it. Like an unopened package that must be returned to the sender, anger that finds no home in our heart goes back to where it came from. We are not obligated to carry the burden of others' rage. 2. Breaking the cycle of anger. When someone hurts us with angry words and we respond with our own anger, we create a chain of suffering that binds both people. It is like adding wood to a fire. The flames only grow stronger and burn both parties. The Buddha taught that anger is never conquered by anger. It is conquered only by love. This is an eternal truth. By responding to rage with peace, we break this destructive cycle and open the door to healing. 3. Mindfulness as our shield. The Buddha remained calm not through suppression of feelings but through mindful awareness. When we observe anger, whether our own or others, without immediately reacting to it, we create a sacred space of peace. This mindfulness acts as a protective shield, keeping us centered in our own tranquility. Like a mountain that remains unmoved by the storms around it, mindfulness helps us stay grounded when faced with others' emotional turmoil. 4. Compassion for the angry. The Buddha's response was not cold indifference, but warm compassion. He understood that Akkosa Bharadwaja was suffering, trapped in his own rage. Instead of punishing or dismissing him, the Buddha offered a teaching that could free him from this prison. True compassion means seeing the pain behind someone's anger and responding in a way that offers them a path to peace. The angry person is not our enemy, they are someone in need of understanding. Dear friends, that every moment of anger is an opportunity to practice these teachings. When faced with someone's rage, ask yourself, must I accept this gift? Can I break this cycle? Can I remain mindful? Can I see the suffering behind the anger and respond with compassion? Remember, the person who angers you conquers you, but the one who remains peaceful in the face of provocation achieves the greatest victory of all, victory over oneself. This is the path of the wise, the way of the Buddha. Now, I want you to apply these teachings in your life and observe the changes begin to happen in your life. You can share your story in the comments so that others could get inspiration from you. If this ancient wisdom resonated with you, please like this video and share it with someone who might be struggling with anger or conflict. Sometimes a single story can change a life, and and you might be the messenger someone desperately needs. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to receive more powerful stories from Buddhist teachings and world wisdom traditions. Together, we are building a community of peaceful warriors who choose love over hatred, understanding over judgment, as it is said in the Dhammapada. Hatred is never ended by hatred, but by love alone. This is an eternal law.